I was born into a highborn family. My parents, Zeus, the god of Olympus, and Demeter, goddess of agriculture. They always treated me as one of the sons of my great father, but each one had a special bond with him, and we never lacked anything, neither affection nor luxuries. My mother did not have a stable position on Olympus. We used to live very far from the other gods. Being a goddess of nature but of us, we used to plant seeds and grow plants all year. According to what she told me, and by the Olympic tradition, she was courted by the god Hermes, Ares, Apollo, and Hephaestus. But she rejected all their gifts and kept me away from the company of the gods. My life was peaceful and normal, if you want to call it like that, but one day, picking flowers from the new spring with my nymph, that changed, and drastically. Hades, the god of the underworld and my fated brother, took fancy of me. I knew it from the bad language in Olympus that he was working with a nymph named mine, but he didn't feel comfortable with her, so at the simple whim of a god like him, he decided to kidnap me, and completely I disappeared from my world. According to newspapers from the underworld, my new home, my mother fell into a deep depression, failing to fulfill her divine obligation in cultivating the land. She set out to find me, wandering the world looking like an old woman. I had no idea how I managed to survive. They say that if one disobeys divine orders and the tasks assigned to us, we will disappear, little by little, in the most painful way that we could experience. Zeus warned Demeter that life of the earth inhabitants was in danger by an infertile land. My mom, disregarding my fate's warnings, decided to cut it short and went to speak personally with his brother so that he would free me. I never found out what they had talked, and I never imagined that my father would come to mediate with my kidnapper, so I simply accept my fate. But when Hades informed me that I was going to visit with my mother, you couldn't imagine the joy that consoled me. After so many months, I was going to see my mother again. But, of course, they were gods and nothing is free. Hades put a last trap and put a condition that if I left them the war, I shouldn't consume any food until I left this place. The day my mom, so fragile from my shirt, went down to the underworld to pick me up, Hades had planted some passion fruit on the way back. I was tempted to consume sick of this, violating the law of the underworld that penalizes anyone who consumes their products. This was how he got me to stay for 6 months with him in the underworld, 1 month for every passion fruit consumed. I like my 2 lives. The adventures that I spend in each place are incredible, and maybe one day I will tell you about them.